All right. So let me start off with, well, I believe we had some questions to finish off from section 4. All right, so Shay, let's jump straight into it, right? So we had finished question 9. Let's move on to question 10. Right, so question 10 says 5x plus 3 is equal to 2x plus 12. So Shay, we're going to speed through this, right? Fast, fast. So we have 5x plus 3 is equal to 2x plus 12. So Shay, when you look at this question, what's the unknown in this question? What is the variable?
X,
X is the variable, right? So we want all the x terms to which side?
uh, to the right side. I mean, no, the left side.
Truth be told, it doesn't matter, right? If you want to bring everything to the left side, sure. But what you want to do, bring everything to the left side?
Yeah, the left side. All the X is to the left side.
Okay, so we're going to take all of the x terms. So if we're looking at the x terms here, we have 5x and we have 2x. Shay, which one, that 5x over there, is it good? Am I going to interfere with that or is it good, the 5x?
5X is good.
Does the plus 3, is it supposed to be over there?
No, you have to move it on the other side.
Right, you have to move across the plus 3. Now, if you move across plus 3, um, plus 3 means you add in 3. So when you move it across, it'll turn to
Minus
minus 3.
3.
Right. The 2x should not be over here. So this is understood to be positive 2x. So you have to move across that, and it would turn to what?
It would turn to negative 2X or
Right.
minus 2X.
Yeah. So call out what I should have in the next line.
5X minus 2X equals to, well, 12 minus 3 or negative 3 plus 12.
Perfect. Joshua, is there anything you did not understand?
Anasanzu.
You understand? Okay, so Joshua, tell me one time, what is 5x minus 2x? How would 5x minus 2x be? Imagine you have 5x's and you take away 2 of the 5. What would you remain with?
GX.
Right? 3x. And so you end up with 3x is equal to 12 minus 3, which is 9, and she.
Yes.
So we have 3 by x. What's the opposite of 3 by x? We want to find for 1x. What would you have to do? What's the opposite of multiply by 3?
Division.
Right? You'd have to divide by 3. And the purpose of dividing by 3 is so that the 3 and the 3 would cancel off to leave us with x. So x would be equal to 3, right? Yeah. And Shay, did you know that your Casio calculator could solve this equation for you?
No.
Okay, everybody here who have a Casio, I want you to pull it out. I'm gonna blow their mind, right? Um, for those who have, so it have two main Casio models. This one on the screen and the other one, which is the FX991ES Plus. It's more or less the same thing. So I want everybody to put on their Casio, and we're gonna do it together. So just indicate how much of you guys have a Casio. Yes, tell me, how much of you all have a Casio? She, I see you raise your hand. Who else have a Casio here, boy? Serena, Joshon, do you have a Casio?
No, sir.
Nah, okay, yeah, she probably get a Casio. I think I had spoke to your mom about it. The Casio is genuinely insane. Vanessa, do you have a Casio?
No, sir.
Oh, shucks.
I think we're gonna buy one sometime.
Okay, well, Vanessa, after you see this, trust me, I got one. You got one. Sheena, you have a Casio?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So it might be a bit different in a Casio, but stay with me. The first thing you want to do is, so here what, we're going to put in this equation into the Casio. So I'm going to put 5. I think everybody shouldn't have a problem with that. Like put 5. Then you're going to press alpha, close bracket to get x. If you're with me, tell me. Does everybody have 5x on their Casio? So press 5, then press alpha, close bracket. Does everybody have that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to put plus 3. So just confirm that you have 5x plus 3. So I can move on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you have 5x plus 3?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you're not going to press the equal sign, eh? You have to be careful. What you're going to do is you're going to press alpha calc. Notice alpha is red, and above calc, you have a red equal sign. So to get that equal sign, you have to press alpha, then calc. So does everybody have 5x plus 3 equal? Is anybody having a hard time getting the equal on their calculator? Tell me. Serena, you having any trouble getting the equal sign? Okay, do you have 5x plus 3 is equal to so far?
Yes, Serena said she doesn't have the equal sign.
Serena, could you send me a picture of the calculator fast? Right, so I hope everybody else has the equal sign. And wait, so did you get the equal sign?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me just check what Serena sent. Oh, Serena, that Casio you have a little old. That one does not have the equal sign. Yeah, that one does not have the equal sign. All right, so 5x plus 3 equal, then you're going to put 2 alpha close bracket to get the 2x, right? Plus 12. Now, guys, you're not going to press equal. What you're going to do, you're going to press shift calc to get the solve function. So you're going to press shift calc, then you're going to press equal, and you should get 3. If you get 3, tell me. Is there anything you want me to run through back? Shida, is there anything I lost yet, or did you get 3?
No, sir.
You
I
got
get you.
3? Okay. Um, those who have a Casio, did you all get the 3 for X? Or did I lose you at some part? You're awfully quiet. Did you get the 3?
It's telling me 0.
Telling you 0. Okay, so what you have on the calculator? Do you have 5x plus 3 is equal to 2x plus 12?
Yes.
Okay, did you press shift calc?
Yes.
Did you press equal after that?
No.
Yeah, press equal. This equal button. Press this. Right? Any updates? Shit. When you press the equal button, what happened?
I have to rewrite the thing.
Okay. So yeah, the Casio calculator, at least this model, the FX991, it could solve nearly any equation you throw at it in maths. It's genuinely insane.
I got it.
Yeah. So now you know how to, like, in odd maths, a Casio calculator could answer nearly any single question there in odd maths. Right? And does anybody remember how to check if your answer was correct? So, Vanessa, let's just say you didn't have a Casio. How would you check if your answer is correct? So x is equal to 3. How would I check if x is equal to 3 is correct? Do you know? Vanessa?
Yeah, I hear.
How would I check if x is equal to 3 is correct? Tell me if you know or not.
Um, I think
If any of you guys know how to prove if x is equal to 3, if that's correct, tell me. But Vanessa, think. Okay, Vanessa, what's the point of an equation? When you hear the word equation, what do you think of? Equation.
well,
Equal, right? So if our equation is correct, the left-hand side is supposed to be equal to the, what do you think? So
and
the left-hand side is supposed to be equal to the right-hand side. So let's see if that's the case. So if you want to check if your answer is correct, you plug x into the initial equation. So that's going to be 5 by 3 plus 3. And that's supposed to be equal to what, Vanessa?
18.
Okay, yeah, that's 18, right? But wait. That's supposed to be equal to 2x plus 12, and
Yeah,
so that would be 2 by 3 plus 12. Let's see if the left-hand side will be equal to the right-hand side. 5 by 3 is 15, 15 plus 3 is 18. I want you to work out the right-hand side for me and see if it's the same thing.
yeah,
Yeah. So is x is equal to 3 satisfying the equation?
yeah.
It is. If you don't get the left-hand side equal to the right-hand side, you're doing something wrong. Right? So Joshon, is there anything that I didn't understand?
Understand?
Okay, well, Joshon, let's do question 11. So question 11 says minus 3x plus 4 is equal to x minus 8. All right, so Joshua, remember, we want all the x terms on the left side and all the constants or numbers on the right-hand side. So Joshua, what do I have to move across here? What shouldn't be on the left-hand side? Tell me that first. What shouldn't be over here?
The force.
The 4 shouldn't be over there. Mind your business. The 4 had to mind your business. So you're going to send it across. What shouldn't be on the right-hand side?
X.
Right? If I move across positive x, that will turn to what? If I move across positive 1x, that will turn to Jashan. What would that turn to? Positive x would turn
See,
to.
that's my background was a lot.
What would positive x turn to when you move it across? I'm not hearing you. I think there's noise in the background. All right, so you will say any correct thing, right? Sheena, come help out Jashan a bit. So he said the correct thing. So we're gonna leave the minus 3x over here, and you're gonna move across positive x. If you move across positive x, what's gonna happen?
It will become negative x.
Right? If I move across positive 4, that's gonna turn to what?
Negative 4.
So what am I gonna write on the right-hand side?
Negative 12. Oh, well, minus 8 minus 4.
Perfect. What is minus? Imagine you take a x and you take another x. How much x's you take then? So like you take 3 x's and then you take another x. How much x's you take?
Minus 4x.
Right? So you take 4. So think of negatives as taken. If you take 3 and you take one more, altogether you take 4. So minus 4x. Right? And minus 8 minus 4 is minus 12. And so what to do next, Shina? I want to find for 1x.
You divide the 12 by 4. So
Should I
x will
divide?
be equal to minus 12 by 4.
So should I divide by positive 4 or negative 4?
Negative.
Negative 4, right? I want the negative 4 and the negative 4 to cancel off. That's what I want. So x would be equal to negative 12 divided by negative 4. What's a negative divided by a negative?
Positive.
right? So x is equal to 3. Understand?
Mhm.
Easy, right? Cool. All right. Question 12. Solve the inequality and sketch on a number line 2 by x plus 1 is less than or equal to 6. So Vanessa, you'll help me with this question, right? Did you do inequalities in schools yet?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, cool. And are you able to draw that on a number line?
I hope so.
I
I
hope
think I
so.
can remember how to.
Okay, well, would you like me to give you a quick crash course on inequalities?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that for the sake of everybody. Right. Now, let me ask this question. Do you all think that an inequality would have one solution or a range of solutions? That's the first thing I want to ask. What do you all think? Vanessa, what do you think? You think an inequality have one solution or a range of solutions?
Um, arrange.
A range, right? Because let me show you something. Remember in this question I showed you, if you plug 3 into this, it would satisfy the left-hand side and the right-hand side. You remember that? So if
Yeah.
I put 3 into this could be 18 and this could be 18.
Mm-hmm.
And x is equal to 3. 3 is the only value that would satisfy this equation.
Yeah.
But if I had said, okay, the left-hand side had to be more than 2x plus 12, and a bunch of x values could have satisfied that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So inequalities. You had to know these signs. This symbol, guys, what does this symbol mean? What does this symbol mean? Does anybody know?
More than.
More than. I'll show you guys a trick to remember it just now. So this means more than. And on a diagram, you would indicate it by drawing an empty circle and an arrow in the same direction that it's pointing to. So Vanessa, notice that the more than symbol kind of looks like the head of an arrow. You see that? And
Yeah.
right, and it points to the right. So you follow that same logic when you do the number line. Do you know what this represents?
More than or equal to.
Right, more than or equal to. And instead of an empty circle inside, what am I gonna draw?
Well, I'm gonna like shade it.
Yeah, a shaded one, right? So a solid one. I don't know why a square keep coming up. Okay, yeah. She, did I scare you so far? Like this stuff, you know this stuff.
We did this stuff already.
Okay, cool. Right? This would be less than. I have a question, guys. When you think of more, do you think of negative numbers or positive numbers? When you think of more, what do you think of?
Positive number.
Positive numbers, right? So when I draw the number line, I'll show you all a way to remember it. So obviously, less than will just be in the opposite direction, right? And it's the same thing. So this is less than or equal to. Less than. So I'm going to draw a number line here. In the middle of the number line, you have 0. If you are going to the left side, Is it positive or negative? Tell me, guys, if you're going to the left side, is it positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative, right? And again, do you all think negative would be more than or less than? Like logically. When you hear negatives, do you think less or more?
Less.
Yeah, so negative would be less. And if you go in the rightmost direction, you think positive, and obviously positive would be more. So that's a quick way to remember it. So watch, more would be given by this, and less would be given by this. You understand what I'm saying? Tell me if anybody confused
Yeah.
by that. Okay, I take it that you're okay with that. So when you're solving an inequality, you're solving it essentially the same thing as any algebraic equation. But there's a couple of things to keep in mind, though. A couple of things to keep in mind. So while I'm writing notes, you all could copy down. Do you all need some time to take this down? Shay, how much time do you think you'd need to take this down?
It's like a minute, just like the last part.
Okay. Joshua, did you do inequalities in school as yet? Not hearing Joshua. Right, so as soon as somebody has this copy down, tell me and I'll go through a couple of examples.
I finished copying that down.
Okay, so I'm gonna move on, right? So these are the main things you need to know. Shay, do you know why I said that an inequality would have a range of solutions as opposed to one answer alone? Be honest with
Like,
me. Do you know?
yeah,
Yeah? Okay, well, let's
yeah,
look at an example. Suppose I have x plus 1 is more than 6. Aren't there a bunch of x values that could satisfy this condition?
yes.
Give me the most basic value for x that would satisfy this condition.
It could be 6.
It could be 6, right? Because if x is 6, and you will get 6 plus 1, which is 7 on the left-hand side, and 7 is more than 6 cents.
Yes.
Yeah. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Sheena, you there?
Yes, sir.
If I ask you what would satisfy x plus 1 is more than 6, and 6 could be an answer, because 6 plus 1 is 7, and 7 is more than 6,
Yes, sir.
and 7 would also be an answer, because 7 plus 1 is 8, that's more than 6. So,
Yes.
and the answer would just basically be any number that's greater than 5.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Vanessa, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Joshua, let me know if you understand what I say. Again, I'm not hearing Joshua. She is Joshua in class?
No.
No? Okay. All right. Give me a moment. Right, let's continue. So we would solve this like a regular equation. Nothing fancy about it. So Vanessa, I'd move across the positive one, and so x would be more than 6 minus 1. So, so the values for x that would satisfy this inequality would be x is more than 5. So Vanessa, pretty self-explanatory. This is very simple, right?
Yes, sir.
Great. Now these are the special cases you need to know. All right, let's look at some special conditions. Special conditions. Oh, and if I wanted to draw this as a number line, let me do that one time. This would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I would start off at what number, guys? Tell me, what number would I start off from? If I have x is more than 5, what number am I going to start from? Somebody tell me. Vanessa, if I'm drawing the number line, where would I start from?
5.
By the 5, right? And I would draw an empty circle, not a square. Right? And I would just draw my arrow because it's more than, it has to be positive. So I'll draw it in the rightmost direction. Okay, so that's very, very easy. Let's look at the special cases. And before I do that, let me just go through go through an example. Shay, if I say that 7 is more than 12, and you agree with me? That makes sense, right?
Yes.
If I multiply both sides by -1, it's now going to become -7 and -12. Now let me ask you a question. Is -7 more than -12?
No. Wait,
Wait,
no, yes. I'm sorry. I thought you said -12 is more than -7.
so it's still correct, right? -7 is still more than -12, hence?
Yes.
Okay, but let's look at a different case and let's see what's gonna happen. What if we have 7 is more than 12? Now when we multiply, wait, let me just say -12. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Wait, I make a mistake. Check this out. Shay, watch this, right? Is 7 more than 12 or less than 12?
Less.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be less than 12 over here.
Yeah, okay.
I wanna multiply by -1. What happened to the sign?
It changed to more than.
Yeah, so I hope everybody understands that. My bad. Let's look at another example that would also make sense. So, Vanessa, I want you to pick two numbers that make sense. Pick two numbers that make sense. Just pick any two numbers. It could be positive, it could be negative. Any two numbers. Any two numbers, Vanessa.
7 and 5.
7 and 5?
Yeah.
Okay, 7 is more than 5 or less than 5?
More than.
All right, let's multiply both sides by -1 and let's see what's gonna happen. That 7 is gonna turn to -7. That 5 is gonna turn to -5. Is -7 more than -5?
No.
No. In both of these examples, what is happening to the sign after we multiply by -1? What is happening?
It's flipping.
It's flipping. So anytime you multiply by -1 or you divide by -1, the sign is going to be flipped. Right. Another thing you should keep in mind. So Vanessa, if I have 20 is less than 50. Does that make sense? 20 is less than 50. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
If I were to swap the order, could I still write 50, put the same sign and put 20? Does that make any sense?
No.
No. If you switch the order of the equation, what do you have to do the sign?
Switch these items.
Right, because 20 is less than 50, but if I write 50 first, then I would have to switch the order. 50 is more than 20. So these are the main takeaways I want you to acknowledge. So Shay, you know how when we're dealing with an equation, you could flip it and you could switch the order and it would be fine. You can't do that for inequality. You have to be very careful. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so let's just write down those key points. When multiplying or dividing throughout by a negative number, the inequality sign changes. Cool. Is there any other rules that we observed? Tell me, Shana. So when you multiply or divide throughout by a negative number, yeah, the inequality sign would change. Is there anything we also noticed? Shana?
Um, when they change in the order of the equation, the sign also changes.
Right. When changing the order of the equation, well, you understand, you just now said something a little wrong. You said equation. It would be when changing the order of the inequality, the sign changes. Right, and quickly, Sheena, if I had 9 is more than 3, that makes sense. But if I switch the order and I now write 3 first, then 9, could I still write 3 more 9? Or do I
No,
have
sir.
to? No, I can't. So we'll just keep that in mind. Copy that down quickly, and we'll move on to some questions. All right, so as soon as you have this copy down, tell me so I can move on. Is it raining by any of you guys?
Yes, sir.
Like
Yes, sir.
bad or like a little drizzle? How bad is it raining? Because by me, it's like raining cats and dogs.
Another one.
Oh, okay.
For me, it's bipolar.
Bipolar. That's about right, because I'm still seeing sun. All right, so she, as soon as you have this copy down, tell me, right?
I just try to.
Okay. Rest of you guys, is everybody finished?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So we should be able to answer this question now. Ooh. Right, so who wants to volunteer? I don't suspect this being a hard question. Anybody could volunteer. I'm feeling shy today. Anybody? Anybody could come on the stage or come on the screen and help me. Okay, I feel like I had to call somebody. Vanessa, let me do this question fast. So they're asking us to solve the inequality and sketch on a number line 2 by x plus 1 is less than or equal to 6. Do you know how to answer this question?
Yeah.
I'm interested in seeing how you're going to do it. So what are you going to do?
Okay. Well, I divided by two sides, so
Nice. I would have done that as well. So you divided both sides by 2.
yeah. So I get
Nice.
x plus 1
And what does this symbol represent?
less than or equal to 6.
3,
Wait, no, it's 3. It's 3.
right?
Yeah.
What doesn't belong here?
Um,
What shouldn't be over here?
you won.
Yeah, the 1. So you're gonna move across the 1. And so we're gonna end up with what?
X is less than or equal to 3 plus, wait, no, 3 minus 1.
Right. Right, so once we have a value that is equal to 2 or less than 2, it would satisfy this equation. So that's one way you could have worked this question out. Great. Shina, did you work it like this or you expanded brackets instead? How did
I
you work it?
expanded.
So let's expand the brackets quickly, right? I want to cater for the different types of students. So you could also expand the brackets. I personally will divide, right? So Shina, if you expand the brackets, what would you get?
2x plus 2.
What next?
You move over the 2 to the other side of the less than or equal to sign,
Right?
which will give you 4. So 2x is less than or equal to 4.
And how did you do it?
Divide. Oh, sorry.
You divide both sides by 2.
No, I expanded all the brackets.
So, and Serena, how did you work it out? Isaiah, how did you work it out?
I divided by 2.
With
I'm
Serena.
expanded.
Oh, you expanded as well. Okay, okay. Serena, try talking a little louder. A little louder. I'm gonna raise my volume.
I divided by 2 on both sides.
Oh, okay, okay. You divide by 2. Nice. Sometimes dividing is make your life so much easier, eh? Because like let me show you an example. Shina, imagine you have a question like this for odd maths, right? And the question is, let me just say 6x by 9x squared plus 3x plus 4 equal to 12x squared. Shina, I mean,
Yes, sir.
she, right? She, do you think you should, like, okay, if you expand this, right? First of all, you're gonna have to expand a lot of things. You see that, right?
Yes.
Shina, ain't you seen that as well? Like, you'd have to divide a lot of things.
Yes, sir.
I mean, not divide, you'd have to expand, right? You'd have to multiply 6x by 9x squared and 6x by 3x and 6x by 4. So, Shina, what do you think we could do other than expanding?
Divide by the 6x on both sides.
You could go one step further. Instead of just dividing by 6, you could actually divide both sides by. Take a gamble. So not just 6. You could divide by something else as well. 6 what?
Oh, sorry, 6x.
6x, right? So if I divide both sides by 6x, the 6x and the 6x is going to cancel off. And what's going to happen over here? Can somebody tell me what's going to happen over here? Tell me what's going to happen over here,
It'll just turn into 2x because how is x squared? It will still have an
right?
x.
Perfect. 6 into 6 is 1, 6 into 12 is 2. X squared means x by x. So if you're dividing by x, that x in the bottom would cancel off with one of the x's on top, right? Watch, x by x is x squared, right? So you'd end up with x. So this would just be 2x. And then from there, you could just move across the 2x, put it in the form of a quadratic and just solve it. Yeah or no?
Yes.
Yeah, you could put it in the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and you could solve it, right? And that would be a lot more simpler than expanding, because if you expand that, good luck. So sometimes dividing by a common factor on both sides is the way to go. Let me give you all a quick question to do. Isaiah, should I give you all a tricky question or a hard question?
Tricky.
Like tricky in the sense that, you could figure it out, but like hard in the sense that, like real hard. Like all the Bermuda Triangle.
I want mix.
Isaiah, I'm not hearing you. Isaiah, I'm not hearing you. If you're saying something, I'm not hearing you. Ladies, what do you think I should do? Manageable question or like hard question? Shay, you know how the silencers be? You can't leave me stranded like that. I don't know what going on. Yeah,
I don't know anything.
anything?
Yeah.
I find like all your antisocial today. What going on today? You really have all the feeling sleepy or?
Yes.
Hmm. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to sleep like I was like, wait, our class. I mean, I like the teacher, but it's like a little sleep would be nice. You know? I understand. Right. Let me think. So in the last couple classes, we would have looked at factorization and you'd have looked at, canceling off. That's what we'd have looked at. Yeah, all you know what I'm talking about in factorization, we'd have looked at that, right? So,
Yes.
so that's all a hint. So I thinking of a question. I'm cooking right now. I'm cooking. Um, so I'll start you off reasonably simple because I have a heart and it'll get gradually harder. 3 by 2x minus 5 minus x plus 7 less than 2 by x minus 3. And the last question, I do find the last question hard, but maybe it might be hard for some of you guys. We will see. We will see. You all are very smart, so I wouldn't put it past you guys to figure out this question immediately. So yeah, go ahead and try those two questions. And I'd like you to draw the answer, the solution on a number line. So I'm giving you all 6 minutes. So Shayna, what do you think about these questions? Like easy?
So far getting through. So
Okay.
yeah.
Say no more. Say no more. And wait. Yeah, that should really be it. So as soon as you have answers, send it. I will add. So right now we have like 2 minutes. I'll give you all 5 minutes. Yeah, take 5 minutes. All right, so I think you can get through with question 15.
I'll try.
I said that again. So I'm a bit quiet.
I'll try.
We'll try. And Isaiah. Tell me Isaiah.
I'm not too sure about the 15.
Yeah, what? You're not too sure about the 15?
Yeah.
Okay. I promise is not something that you can do. It's definitely something you could do. It's definitely something you could do. Josh, and I saw that you left for quite a while and you now came back. Is everything okay?
Yes, sir.
Um, Next time you're leaving, could you please just send a message so I know?
I too.
Yeah. So I have these questions on the screen. I'd like you to attempt, do the ones you could try. I mean, do the ones you could do, right? So if you could do question 13, attempt it. Attempt question 14 and 15 and send me a working. I just want to see that you're doing something and you're trying.
I too.
Yeah. All right, Vanessa, I'd like you to also draw the number line, right?
Oh, sorry.
But that's correct. That's correct. All right, so the time is up. So let me hear. How far did you all reach? How far did you reach?
Number 15.
Number 15? Sheena, how far did you reach?
15, sir.
Uh, Serena, Isaiah, what about you guys?
15.
15? Okay, Isaiah. Serena, what about you? Where did you reach?
I just finished, sir.
You reached 15 as well? Okay. Vanessa, I saw that you sent me question 13.
Yeah, I was on 14.
Okay, okay. So here what? Um, Josh, and you will help me with 13. Um, Vanessa, you'll help me with 15. And Shayna, you'll help me with 14, right? So I'm gonna put names because I will forget. I'm old, right? Um, right. So Vanessa, I believe I asked you to help me with this one. And Shayna. Right, so let's begin. All right, so Joshua, let's do question 13. What's the first thing you have to do? Do you know? Tell me, Joshua, question 13. Joshua? Okay, I'm not hearing from Joshua. Isaiah. Isaiah, let's go. So tell me what to do.
Expand the brackets first.
Right? So everything here, I'm going to multiply by 3. So 3 by 2x and 3 by minus 5. What is 3 by 2x?
6x.
What is
Subtract
3?
15.
Right? Subtract 15. Then we have minus. Now, you're not seeing it, but what number is understood to be there? That's negative what?
1.
Negative 1, right? You're not seeing it, but that's what's understood to be there. So you're going to multiply negative 1 by x, and you're going to multiply negative 1 by plus 7. So what's negative 1 by x?
Subtract x.
Right? What's negative 1 by plus 7?
Minus
Right?
7.
We're going to put back the less than sign, and then we're going to multiply 2 by x, and then 2 by minus 3.
2x subtract 3. 6.
Right. All right. Before we do anything, do you want to group together like terms? What do you want to do?
Put the x's on one side first.
Okay, so say no more. Before you do that though, you see now we have 6x and minus x, right? You also see that we're seeing minus 15 and minus 7. Let's handle that one time. So what is 6x minus x?
5x.
Right? So we're going to write that here. So that's going to be 5x. And what is minus 15 minus 7?
Subtract 22.
Right? Then we have 2x minus 6. Tell me, what shouldn't be on the left-hand side?
Minus 22.
Yeah, that minus 22 should not be over there. I'm going to move this across. What shouldn't be on this side?
2x.
The 2x shouldn't be there. I'll move that across. So what am I going to end up with?
5x subtract 2x is less than negative 6 plus 22.
Yeah, you were saying on your right-hand side, what's going to be there on your right-hand side?
Minus 6 plus 22.
Yeah, minus 6 plus 22.
To be 3x is less than 16.
Right, 3x is
And
less than 16.
x is 16 on 3.
Yep. So we divide both sides by 3. Ladies, did all of you get this question correct? X is less than 16 over 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. She got this correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on then. Question 14. Sheena, help me with question 14. So what would you do?
So I divided the x squared by the x and the minus 9 by the minus 3.
Son, may work it. Let me see what you do.
Oh,
A little
okay.
hard, a little hard to understand what you say. Son, may working. See what you do. Okay, Serena, I'm not sure if you hear me right, but are you? Serena? So I'm gonna raise my volume, right? Serena, let me know if you're hearing me. Try talking. Serena?
Hi, sir.
Okay, I'm hearing you. So for question 14,
Yeah.
I didn't do that one correct.
Okay.
And question 15, nah. So problems there. My advice is anytime you see questions like that, you have to factorize. And so when you break it up into the factors, then you're looking to see if you could cancel off anything.
Okay.
So Serena, just a tip, right? You see how you have x squared minus 9 on top?
Yeah.
That's a difference, right? And just see that it's a difference.
Yes, sir.
And in the denominator, and x minus 3 is also a difference. You cannot cancel off terms like that. You could only cancel off terms when they're written as a product of each other. If something is in the form of a sum or a difference, you cannot cancel off. So that's why I said question 14 and 15 was wrong. Because in question 15, and everything on top was either involved in a sum or a difference. Watch, x squared minus 7x, that's a difference, plus 12, that's a sum. And in the denominator, you have x minus 4. And it cancel off. Nah, it can't do that. It needs to be written as a product of factors. So anytime you hear me talk about product of factors, that means you have to factorize. So you'll see how we correct it. All right, so Sheena, I want you to tell
Yes,
me,
sir.
how did you end up with x plus 3 over here?
What?
How did you end up with x plus 3 over here?
I divided.
You had to be more specific, you had to explain.
Well, I divided x squared by x. So 2 minus 1, which is just x. And then I divided minus 9 by minus 3, which is positive 3.
Nah, that's
But
wrong.
I did it the other way, factorizing. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to show that working, otherwise you won't get marks. You have to factorize. Wait, give me a second. Wait, give me a second, guys. But you have to factorize. Okay, yeah. So Sheena, let's continue, right? Um, you just wrote x plus 3, and you said your justification was you said x into x squared is x, and minus 3 into minus 9 is plus 3. That's what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's wrong. That's one of those situations where you do the wrong working, but you get the right answer.
Mm-hmm.
I want to draw your attention back to something we looked at previously. Do you remember when we did factorization?
Yeah, so
Okay. What do we call this? What was this called again? Starts with D. You don't remember this? The
the
name,
difference of two spacing.
right? The
Yeah.
difference of two squares, right? Difference of two squares. So you need to use that for this question. Matter of fact, anytime you see a question like this, or you see a question like this, you need to factorize. That's an important part of the working. Another thing,
Yes.
we have x minus 3. This is a sum or a difference. What is it? It's x minus 3. Or what I call that? A difference of two terms, right? Because I'm minusing x minus 3.
That's the
The term you have on top, that's also a what?
difference.
That's a difference. Anytime you have a sum or a difference, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot cancel off. You can't do that. So let's factorize. So Sheena, if we want to use the difference of two squares, it needs to be in what form? Remind me, what form does it need to be in?
Hmm?
Were you listening?
Yes. So, all right. Different. That's two squares, right?
Right,
That's
difference
fine.
of two squares.
Mhm.
What is our form?
It would be x minus 3 and x plus 3 in
Correct.
brackets.
But before we do that, I want you to just remind me, what does the difference of two squares look like? So a squared minus b squared. If something is in that form, it would be equal to what?
A plus b and a minus b.
Correct. A plus b and a minus b. Now, my first question to you is, does x squared minus 9 look like it's in this form? So we have squared here, but do we have a squared over here?
No, sir.
So what we have to do? How could we rewrite this so that it would be in this form? Do you know? Should I'd like you to unmute. Um,
Um,
do you know? What you would have to do with the minus 9 to get it to be in this form?
well, we'd have to do well squared.
Square the 9. I'd like you to stay unmuted, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you're saying to square the 9?
So I think I'm confusing myself.
Okay, let me ask you this. Is there any way I could write 9 as a squared number?
Mm-hmm.
What could I write 9 as?
3 squared.
3 squared, yes. That's all I want to hear. So I could write as x squared minus 3 squared. Is it any difference at 2
Oh,
squares form now?
yes. So
Yes. And so you need to show this working. And to know that it's in the form, now we can factorize. So factorize it for me. So factorize it for me. So we are seeing that it's in this form. So factorize that for now. Shina, if something, if you don't feel right about something and if you like it's a little iffy, tell me. I will explain it. Is there something confusing you about this, like going from this to this?
no, sir.
So how would I factorize this then? What by what?
It would be x.
You're going good. So A would be X and what would be B? So A would be X and B would be what? Do you know what B would be? Don't feel shame, just tell me yes or no.
-1.
No.
What +3 and then the next one x -1. Okay.
Yes. So x plus 3 and x minus 3. Yes. Right. And what am I going to put in the denominator? So I'm just going to write back the x minus 3, right? More than 2. So Sheena, are you seeing anything being multiplied by each other on the top? On the top? Check it out. Are we multiplying anything? Is there a product of two terms?
Mm.
What terms am I multiplying on top?
The x plus 3 and the x minus 3.
Right, so I'm multiplying the x plus 3 by the x minus 3. So, Serena, can you all see that there's a product over there?
Yes, sir.
Serena, unmute and tell me, are you seeing a product over here now?
Yes, sir.
Right, so it's only when you have a product you could cancel off. It's only then you could cancel off. So, Shina, what am I going to cancel off now?
The x minus 3 and the x minus 3.
Yes. And that will leave me with?
X plus 3.
Right. What next?
You move the plus 3 to the next side, so x is more than 2 minus 3.
Right, and what is 2 minus 3?
-1.
Perfect. And let's draw the number line for that. We'll draw the number line for the first one just now. So let's draw the number line for the second question. All right, so Shina, it's x's are more than -1. So where should I start from? Where should I draw my circle above? Which number? It's saying x is more than -1. Sheena, if you're talking, I can't.
Over 1.
Say that again?
Over the -1.
Correct. Would I draw a solid circle or empty circle?
Empty circle.
Right? And what direction am I going to draw the arrow in? Left direction or right direction?
Right.
Yep. And we get it there. Cool. So let's move on. Good job, Sheena. Sheena, you just feel nervous?
So when I put money spot, my brain does malfunction. So, yeah.
I want you to understand that, like, I understand that that's happened to me as well. I used to get licks in that. I used to get licks for that in Sonnet 5. I understood something, but I couldn't explain it. And the teacher always used to think I used to cheat. So I don't think you're cheating. It's just that I just want to try to understand where you're coming from. If anybody say anything about you, I will defend you. Right? This is our environment to learn. So if you ever feeling lost or you feel like you need a break or like a breather, tell me. Don't just unmute, right? Be like, you understand what I'm saying? So like I notice a lot of the times when you're talking, you just mute yourself, like mid conversation. If you feel like you need a breather or something, communicate that to me. All right?
Yes.
Yeah. But it's a learning environment. If you don't understand something, just tell me yes or no, and I'll try my best to re-explain it. And you see, you see how much work you left out by just writing this line. It was a good bit of work, and you need to include all of this. Yeah.
Yes.
Serena. Serena, let me know if you understand this question. Question 14.
Yes, sir, I understand it.
Wait, let me just raise the volume there quickly. Yeah, so Serena,
Yes, sir, I understand it now.
nice. So you understand that we had to write the numerator as a product of two factors so that we could actually cancel off. Because it's only when you have a product, then you could cancel off. Make sense? Yeah or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Right. Vanessa, was it you that I assigned the last question to?
Yeah.
I thought you'd have said no. It's a joke now. To to weasel your way out of it. Because I would have probably forget about banana. Actually remember this time.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't do that.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Right. So Vanessa, I have this question, right? You feel we could do this?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll try.
Wait, no, you think you could? I'm gonna do certain things and I want you to tell me if I'm following the laws of maths. Right?
All right.
Could I do this? Be completely honest. Like if yeah or no, like is it just yes or no, right? Be honest. If you don't know, that's fine. You will do it, right? But you think we can do this?
No,
No? All right. Why can't we do it?
because I, like the x would, like I would have 7x, it would technically be taking away 1x. Kind of, that's what I thinking.
Okay. So you're saying that I'm trying to understand what you're saying. So you're saying that you would have to be over here.
No, wait.
Like so like this just seems wrong. Yeah, it seems wrong,
Yeah.
but we need to understand why it's wrong. Let me show you something, right? And I'm going to show you guys why you cannot cancel off when something is involved in a sum or a difference. So, Vanessa, imagine you have 16 over 8. That really is the end. What would that be equal to?
2.
And you agree with it, and you agree, like, that makes sense too.
Yeah.
And I could write 16 as 8 plus 8.
Yeah.
Does it make sense for me to cancel off the 8 with the 8 and say that the answer is 8?
Yeah.
Yeah? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold that thought. We started off with the answer 2, right? So you understand 16 over 8 is 2, right? Yeah. Make perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. And I could write 16 as 8 plus 8.
Yeah.
Okay. So did I change anything from here to here? Did I change anything?
Mm.
Did I
No.
change anything? Did I change what 16 was?
No.
And 8 plus 8 is still 16?
Yeah.
So what the answer should supposed to be? Like, what did we agree it was?
2.
2. How we getting 8? That's because we breaking the laws of maths. Let me follow through with that. So you understand what I'm saying? We start off with 16, and so I could write 16 as 8 plus 8.
Yeah.
So I should still get 2. So the point is, you can't cancel off something if it's involving a sum or a difference. And why is that, Vanessa? The reason is this 8 plus 8, are they separate terms or do they make up 16?
They make up 16.
Yeah, they make up 16. So in other words, in a relationship, you don't interfere with people's relationship. 8 plus 8, them in a relationship that forms 16. You can't mess with it. If something is in a sum or a difference, you cannot mess with it. So, Vanessa, if ever you see a plus or a minus in numerator, you cannot interfere with it. You can't do this. You cannot do that. You want me to show you what you could do?
Yeah.
This is what you could do, right? So you see how we have 8 plus 8 over 8? If you wanted, though, you could have split it up into fractions. So I could have split it up into 8 over 8 plus 8 over 8. Tell me if that confuse you.
A little bit.
A little bit? Okay. Think standard 5 maths. Imagine if you had 2 over 4 plus a quarter. What would that be equal to?
3/4.
So and that would be equal to 2 plus 1 over 4.
Yeah.
So I want you to think like that, but for this question. Notice, and I could split this up into 2 over 4 and 1 over 4.
Yeah.
So we think I could split this up into.
Oh. Okay, I just realized it.
Yeah, yeah. And in doing this, did I break any laws for maths?
No.
Yeah or no?
No.
No? What is 8 over 8?
A whole
Right? Or 1, right? So 8 into 8 is 1. So 1 plus what? 8 into 8 is?
1,
What we getting?
2.
Did we break any laws of maths?
No.
But will I be breaking laws of maths if I do this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anytime you see a sum or a difference, don't touch that. You're getting in the people them relationship, right? They're clearly together. And you see any big addition sign? And you see any big addition sign?
Good.
Yes. If there's an addition sign or a subtraction sign, you can't cancel off. It cannot do that. What you doing? Okay, let me show you a different scenario. If we had 8 by 16 over 8, do you think this is a situation where we could actually divide?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have 8 multiplied by 16 divided by 8. So it's only in a situation like this you could cancel off because we have 8 being multiplied by 16 on top, and we have an 8 in the bottom, which means divided by 8. So you understand the difference?
Mhm.
So make a way to be able to distinguish the difference. This is fine, but this is not fine. Why is this fine? Tell me, Vanessa, why is that fine?
Because the 8 could actually go into 8 and not be very made up, but
That's one way to think about it. Yeah, that's true. But the main thing is that we have a product here and we have a divisor over here. And a product and a divisor are opposites of each other.
yeah.
Yeah, so anytime you have a situation like that, you could cancel off, right? But is dividing by 8 and adding 8 the opposite of each other?
Yeah.
No.
Wait,
Here what I asked you, is dividing and adding the opposite of each other?
no.
What's the opposite of adding?
Subtracting,
And what's the opposite of dividing?
multiplying.
Right. So it's only when you have a product you could divide. That makes sense, right? Because a product and dividing is the opposite of each other.
Yeah.
You can't do it when you have a sum or a difference. No. Don't interfere with that. Don't do that. So Serena, I hope you pay attention and you hear what I'm saying. So for any of you guys that would I do this? Nah, this is incorrect. Did you do this? Did you say like 4 into 4 is 1 and 4 into 12 is 3?
Yeah.
You did that.
Yeah.
I appreciate the honesty, and that's how we go learn. But she is the numerator in a relationship. Watch. And you see the minus and the plus signs?
Yes.
Yeah, if the numerator has a minus and a plus in it, then you can't do that. Shay, what about if it was written like this? What if we had x minus 4 by x squared minus 7x plus 12 all over x minus 4? Could I have cancelled this?
Yes.
Yeah, and the reason for that is because on top, what we have on top,
The x minus 4. To the multiplied by everything.
right, multiplied. We have x minus 4 multiplied. And it's only when you have a multiplier, then you could divide because they're the opposites of each other ends. And that makes sense, Shay. If you're multiplying by something on top and you're dividing by that same thing in the bottom, and that means they could cancel off.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. You can't, however, interfere with something looking like this. So, Shay, do you think this is feasible? Think I could do that?
No.
No. Cool. If everybody understands that. So, Shay, in this particular question, you'd have to factorize. We would have looked at how to factorize quadratics, and so you would have to factorize this. And Shay, when you factorize, you end up with a what? Let's look back at some examples where we would have learned to factorize. So in this example, we factorized x squared minus 2x minus 8. And in doing that, we ended up with, you tell me, so say it for me, Shay. Say what that is. What is that?
In brackets, x minus 4 multiplied by in brackets, x plus 2.
What you just now say? What was the key word you just now say? What was the key word?
Multiply.
Multiply. Right. And you could only cancel off when you have multiply, when you have a product. So you see how factorization coming into this? Yeah or no?
Yes.
Because when you factorize, you end up with a product. And you need the product to cancel off. So everything making sense. Everything has to add up to logic. So Vanessa, you understand what I just now say? With the factorization on the product and canceling off?
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to factorize this. And why? Well, to get a product. That's why. Do you remember how to factorize a quadratic?
I think so.
You think so? Okay, well, it's not that hard. Don't worry. So to factorize a quadratic, you're going to look at the first term and the last term, as well as the middle term, right? So, Vanessa, what's the first term? What's the first term in this quadratic?
X squared.
How would you multiply to get back x squared?
X by x.
Right, so you're going to put an x in this bracket and an x in this bracket. Now, Vanessa, logically, we are going to, why are we factorizing? Well, we're factorizing to end up with a product of two factors. And to cancel off, you'd need the same thing on the top and the same thing in the bottom. Yeah or no?
Yeah.
So
Sorry, just hearing any noise that doesn't the neighbor.
that is okay. So in the denominator, we have x minus 4. So what do you think we might end up with on top as well? Tell me, Vanessa. If we have x minus 4 in the denominator, what do you think we might end up with on top as well?
X minus 4.
X minus 4, right? Because it would have to cancel off. But let me hold that thought for now and just keep going. So then I'm gonna ask you this, Vanessa. Look at the last term. What's the last term? What's the last term in this quadratic?
12.
Okay. I'm going to ask you this. How could you multiply to get 12, but add to get the middle term? So
4.
so 4 and
3.
okay. But if you add 4 and 3, what are you getting?
Positive 7.
But what do we want?
Negative 7.
Yeah, so what's another way you can multiply to get positive 12?
minus 4 positive 3
Nah. What's a negative by a positive?
and negative.
So that wouldn't give us back positive 12. Think a little harder. What by what would give us a positive number? So a positive by a positive is a positive number. And what else will give us a positive number?
A negative of 2.
A negative by a negative, right? So tell me, Vanessa, does that make sense? And you can check it in a calculator, right? Let's check it on the calculator real quick. Yeah, so Vanessa, let's check it. So minus 4 multiplied by minus 3. Does it give us back 12? Yeah, it gives us back 12. And if we add it, are we getting back the negative 7?
Yeah.
So that's what we have to use. So in this bracket, I'm going to put x minus 4. And in this bracket, I'm going to put x minus 3. So Vanessa, I want you to call out what we have here. Call it out for me.
X minus 4 and x minus 3.
You just now said biand. Bi means what? What does bi mean?
Multiply.
Right. So it's because you have a product on top that we can actually simplify and cancel off. And notice, don't we also have x minus 4 in the bottom?
Mhm.
So it's only because we have a product that we could cancel off. So, is it all making sense now?
Yes.
Yeah. And they go ask you questions like this in CSEC. All right. Sheena, I suspect
Yes.
that you might have also said like 4 into 4 is 1 and 4 into 12 is 3, and I suspect you would have done things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I trust that you know better now.
Yes, answer.
So Sheena, anytime you factorize, you're writing the factors as a what of each other. Like these two are doing what by each other? What is happening there? Are they being added? Are they being divided, multiplied? What's going on?
Divide.
Now, this over here, these two factors, when you factorize, right? You're writing them as a what of each other. A product, a dividend. What's happening over here, Shina? Shina, read this for me. What does it say?
X minus 4 by x minus 3.
What would you just now said? You would need
By
by,
multiplying.
right? And you need multiplication to divide. So hope it makes sense. So let's continue, right, Vanessa? On the left hand side, I mean, on the right hand side, we're going to write back the x minus 3 over the 2. Cool. Could you tell me what I would write in next line? Tell me, Vanessa, what I write in the next line? So Vanessa, the x minus 4 is cancelled. So what's the only thing remaining on the left hand side?
X minus 3.
Yep, x minus 3. And on this side, you have x minus 3 over 2. Now, Vanessa, do we like fractions?
No.
No, I hate fractions. And you hate fractions? Yeah. Why we have fractions here? So if we divide them by 2, what can I do throughout to get rid of that positive 2 in the denominator? Think to yourself. If we have divided by 2 on the right-hand side, what's the opposite of divide by 2?
Multiply.
So if we multiply both sides by 2, what do you think would happen? what do you think would happen to the 2 over here?
Um,
Let's see. What do you think gonna happen there?
it'll cancel.
It will cancel. And because it cancels off, do we get rid of the fraction?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I say something real tired today, like you're fed up, like you wanna shoot knife. It's not like
I wake up since 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock.
what?
6. Well, I wake up at 4 and then I sleep away. And then I
Or
wake
because you're sounding groggy, you're sounding like you now wake up, like you now get off the bed.
No, I was outside and well, I come inside and the rain making no one to sleep. So,
Oh, yeah. When the raindrops hitting against the galvanized, I like you hear any wind and everything, it just make you feel sleepy. I understand.
but it stopped. So
You gotta wake up. You gotta wake up now.
yeah.
Right? So could you explain why we multiplying both sides by 2?
To get rid of the division of 2.
Right. Yeah. So let's continue, right, Vanessa? So if you do something on one side, you have to do it on the other side. So we'll multiply everything here by 2. So tell me what to write, Vanessa.
Sorry, sir. You broke up a little bit on my end.
Right. So I was saying, whatever you do on one side, you have to do on the other side. That's a common law in maths. So you need to multiply every single thing by 2. So tell me what to write in next line. So Vanessa, did I confuse you a bit when I said you had to multiply everything by 2?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Hey, Vanessa, is something confusing here? Tell me, no. Tell me.
Okay.
Like every single thing, like if it have the slightest inconvenience and you don't understand, tell me.
Okay.
So that confusing here. Okay. Let me show you a scenario, right? If I had an equation, right, and I wrote 1 is equal to 1, that makes sense, and Vanessa? And 1 is equal to 1? Tell me if that makes sense. 1 is equal to 1. It's not a trick question, I promise.
You hear me?
Yeah, here, you know.
Okay. No, I was answering, but I don't know.
Oh, but 1 is equal to 1 makes sense. Let's say we multiply by 2. If I only multiply the left-hand side by 2, is it still an equation? Is 2 equal to 1?
No.
No, so you have to do, so if you do something on one side, you have to do it on the other side. And I promise it's not that complicated. So watch this, right, Vanessa? We have x over here. You're gonna multiply x by 2. So we're gonna end up with
X
2x, you have minus 3. If you multiply 2 by minus 3, we're gonna get,
6.
right? And on the right-hand side, you had divided by 2. So if you're multiplying 2 by x minus 3 over 2, what would happen to the 2's?
They'll cancel.
So what's the only thing you'd have on your right-hand side?
X minus 3.
Yeah. And I think from here is like, it's easy. It's like easy. So tell me what to do from here.
Move the X and the -6 over the model side.
Yeah. Right. Right. So I have 2x over here. Mm-hmm. And what
Um,
else?
X
What next?
minus 3 plus 6.
Yeah, you're really so sleepy.
Sorry.
And 2x minus x is,
X
right? And minus 3 plus 6 is, what is minus 3 plus 6?
3.
Right? 3. So let's draw the number line for that. Yeah. So Shay, was this one of the harder questions?
No, not really after you showed us how to do it.
No, but like if you saw this in the if you saw this in the end of term exam, like you just saw it,
I'll probably be pissed off.
you'd probably be pissed off.
Yeah.
You sound like you just get vexed real fast.
Not really.
Not
Compared
really.
to like other people, no.
Have anybody in class here who just get vexed real fast? Anybody? Well, I guess not. Shayna, what about you? You just get vexed real easy?
No, sir.
Serious?
I would like to be.
Say that again? Oh, I didn't hear the last thing you said. Um, yeah, Vanessa, do you get like pissed off easily? Do you get vexed easily?
Low-key, I guilty of that, but like
I
it
could see it.
depends on what the situation is.
Nah, I could see it. I could imagine you just hit somebody a hard stare and be like,
No, no.
um, Isaiah, what about you? I feel like you calm, but like you don't want to piss you off. I feel like that. I don't know. I can imagine that because like you just be calm, but like you don't want to get on. You don't want to get vexed. Isaiah, do you get vexed easily?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. Um. So the only person we missing in class today is Sahara. Joshon, I'm not sure how much of this you'll see, but if there's anything you'd like me to go through, tell me now. Can I hear in Joshon?
So just share the number 15, so
Number 15 was kind of hard.
yes, sir, can never do it in school now.
Yeah, number 15 kind of tricky. All right, so ladies, take a screenshot of this, right? Take a screenshot of this. I'm gonna send it on the matter of fact, let me just take a picture and send it on the chat. I'm going to just run through this question one more time. If any of you guys feel like you need to listen to the re-explanation, you'll tell me. So Shay, anytime you see something looking real weird, you should probably look to see if you could factorize it, okay? You should
Alright.
probably look to see if you could factorize. It could be difference of two squares, it could be GCF, greatest common factor, it could be binomial. It could be a binomial you're going to end up with, like, for instance, difference of two squares or quadratics. Normally it is being parts, right? So they would tell you factorizing the first part and using that do the other question. But if they don't tell you, you need to recognize it yourself. Okay. Fine. All right, so I sent a picture on the chat. Copy that down. All right, so Josh, and I'm going to explain it, right? I need you to stay unmuted. If you have any noise and thing, don't worry. I just want to make sure you understand this. I don't really care about the noise and thing. Once I hear you, I'll continue. Josh, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
I need to stay unmuted, right? This question kind of hard. And so I need to pick up on any part that kind of confuse you. So please stay unmuted, okay?
Yes, sir.
Right. For the rest of you guys, if you feel confident, let me give you a question to stress you out. Let me give you a question. You like how I say that? uh, give. So I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, give me another question to piss off my students. I'm joking. I'm actually gonna put that in. Let me see what you're gonna say. She, you feel I should piss Ollie off, or I feel like you feel like I should give Ollie a question that not too hard to end off class. What do you think?
Honestly, I say not too hard.
Not too hard? Well, I will just hear what? It'll be the same format, just a bit different. Same format, just a bit different, right? Isaiah, what was his favorite color again? Was it blue?
Sky blue.
Sky blue? Okay. All right, let me come up with that question here. And I don't want to make it too hard. I promise this question will only look hard, but if you were paying attention, it literally is everything we did today and in the past sessions. I promise it really not that deep. It really not that deep. It's fine. Um, yeah, so go ahead. So let me just send this picture on the chat. Let me just do it mentally fast to see if it's actually solvable. ChatGPT was taking too long, so I just come up with something fast. So right, that would be x. Right, x plus 3. Yeah, this question easy. This is an easy question. I'll could figure this out for sure. Shana, I'm looking at you, eh? Make sure I'm putting full work in. Don't just put the final answer. You need to show the
Yes, sir.
factor, right? Yeah, you need to show the factorization. You need to show that, when you factorize as a product, so you could you cancel off, then you simplify. Put the full work in, otherwise you wouldn't get full marks. Right. So, Joshua, you ready for me to explain question 15?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So stay unmuted, right? Because it's gonna be a rough one. Might. So Joshua, do you think this is legal? Do you think that is legal in maths?
Yes, sir.
Nah, that's not legal. That's illegal. You can't do that. So Joshua, you see how we have
Oh, okay.
minus? You see how we have minus and plus and thing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can't cancel off anything. You can't cancel off anything.
Yes, I don't remember, sir.
It's only when you have a product, then you could divide. That makes sense. Because Joshua, what is the opposite of what is the opposite of a product? Product means to multiply. What's the opposite of multiplication?
Division.
Right. So you need a product on top. Right now, as you see it, Joshua, is there any on the top, right? You seen any products? You seen any products?
X, sir.
I hear what you're saying, but not quite. Notice something, Joshua. We have x squared here, but then we see in minus 7x. We have 7x here, but then we see in plus 12. The point is you have a difference and you have a sum. So what I'm looking for is a product. You'll see what I mean by that shortly. With these type of questions, you need to factorize. Why am I seeing that? Well, Joshua, watch this, right? When you factorize, you end up with a product. Let's look at an example. So if you factorize x squared plus 9x plus 14, you're going to get this. So Joshua, I'd like you to read this out for me. Read it out for me.
Open brackets, x plus 2, close bracket. Open bracket, x plus 7, close bracket.
Okay, I thought you would have said by. So like, wait,
Oh,
you have x plus 2 here multiplied by this thing over here. See that?
yes, sir.
So this is an example of a what? Starts with P.
Say that again, sir?
So this is an example of something that starts with a P,
A product, sir.
a product. And it's only when you have a product you could.
Divider.
Yes. Okay, so here what? We need to factorize this. So here we're going to do this, right? It's not that hard. You'll get it. What is the first term in this expression on top? What is the first term?
X squared.
So how would you multiply to get back x squared? So think about what x squared means. If I asked you what 5 squared was, what would you tell me the answer is? 5 squared.
25, sir.
25? We'll say that one more time, right, Josh? And I asked you what 5 squared would be. 5 squared. What would that be?
25, sir.
Right, because that would be 5 by 5, and
Yes, sir.
but what do you think x squared would be?
X multiplied by x, sir.
Cool. So we're going to put x in the first bracket, and we're going to put x in the second bracket. Right, that would give us x squared. The next thing I want you to look at is the last term. What is the last term? Over here.
12, sir.
Right. How could you multiply to get back 12 and add to get minus 7?
4 multiplied by 3, sir.
But you see, 4 by 3 would give you 12, but would it give you back negative 7?
No, sir.
So to get a positive number, you could multiply a positive by a positive or a what?
A negative by positive.
Nah, a negative by a positive is a negative. To get a positive number, you'll have to multiply a negative by a negative. So if you don't trust it, use a calculator to prove it. So Josh, watch this, right? So minus 4 by minus 3. What is that supposed to give me? What I want to get? I want to get 12, right? So when I press equal, I should get 12. Bam. And what I'm saying is it should add to give you the middle term. So what is the middle term there? What is the middle term? So check this out. What's the middle term? What's in the middle?
7x, sir. Never negative 7x.
Negative 7. So if we add minus 4 and minus 3, what should I get? What do I want to get? When I add negative 4 and negative 3, what am I hoping to get?
Negative 7, sir.
Bam, we're getting negative 7. So what that means is I could go ahead and put x minus 4 here. And I could go ahead and put x minus 3 here. Tell me if you're confused by that.
No, sir.
No? Okay. So you understand that the minus 4 and the minus 3, if you multiply it, you'll get what? What is minus 4 by minus 3?
12.
And if you were to add minus 4 and minus 3, what would you get?
Negative 7.
Perfect. You see, look, you get it one time. And let me ask you a question now. If you look on top, this is an example of a what?
A product.
A product, right? And in the bottom, we have x minus 4. Are you seeing the same thing on the top and the same thing in the bottom?
Yes, sir.
So what that means, if you have x minus 4 by this on top, and then you're dividing it, what will happen? What do you think would happen? So we have a product on top. So now we could actually divide. So what do you think it cancel off over there? Do you think we can cancel off anything?
So, yes, sir. The in brackets of x subtract 4, sir.
Yeah. Oh, let me just make one change to the question, right? There's one change I have to make. One change I have to make. And she brought it up. Right? Yeah, do the question now. My bad. So when you did the question before, what would happen was the x terms would have cancelled off.
Yes, sir.
There's an easier thing I could do to make the equation valid. Here what to do instead, right? So I think everybody would have realized that the x is canceling off. If you realize that, tell me. Like when
Yes, sir.
yeah, okay. So here what to do, right? On your right hand side, I'm gonna add something on. It wouldn't change up what you have so far. So she just add on this one, right? So wait. Yeah, so she that should fix the problem, right? Yeah. So here what? So she understand what I just did? I just add on a 3x. She, let me know if you hear me. Wait, boy. She a blank in my wait. Isaiah, did you reach the point where the x is cancelled off?
Yeah.
Okay, well here what? In the equation, just add a 3x to the right hand side. That's my advice. Right? So do that. You should get the answer now. All right. Yeah, so Joshua, let's get back to the question, right? Quickly. Yeah, so Joshua, the x minus 4 and the x minus 4 would have cancel off because we actually have a product on top. And over here we have more than x minus 3 over 2. So yeah, Joshua, what am I gonna write in the next line? So Joshua, the x minus 4s will have cancel off. So if the x minus 4s will have cancel off, what do we have on the left-hand side remaining?
Nothing, sir. Just x, sir.
Now check it out. This and this cancel off. So what remaining? So just the x minus 4s cancel off, you know.
Yes, sir.
So if I get rid of this on this, what's the only thing that remaining?
X subtract 3, sir.
Yeah, x subtract 3, so I'm gonna write that back here. Right? Then I have more than x minus 3 over 2. Now we don't like working with fractions, so here what? If we have x minus 3 divided by 2, what is the opposite of divided by 2? I want to get rid of that 2. That we don't like working with fractions. So what is the opposite of divided by 2?
Multiply, sir.
So if I multiply both sides by 2, what can happen to this 2 over here?
It'll cancel out.
It will cancel off, watch. And just see in itself, it will cancel off.
Yes, sir.
So tell me when you're on the left hand side. So we're multiplying everything by 2. What is 2 by x?
2x.
What is 2 by minus 3?
2 by minus 6.
2 by minus 3. Well, what would that be?
Negative 6.
Yes. And we spoke about this. The 2's will cancel off. So what would I write on the right-hand side?
X minus 6. Negative 6.
Yes. Now hear this now. We want x to be on the left-hand side. So x should be the only thing on the left-hand side. The only thing. So this minus 6 doesn't belong there, and this x does not belong here. Tell me if you're confused or you understand where this is going.
I understand too.
So this minus 6, you'd move it across, and this x, what would you do with this x?
Put it across on the left side too.
Right. And tell me what you're gonna have now in the next line.
2x subtract x is more than negative 6. Subtract negative.
Nah, take your time. Take your time. So I moved across the negative 6. So that negative 6 would now become what?
Positive 2.
Yes. What is 2x minus x?
X.
Yeah. And what is minus 3 plus 6?
Sir.
So that is the answer. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in these questions, you always want to see if you could factorize. Right. Just keep that in mind. Right. And the number line for this would just be starting from 3. You know, since it's not equal to, it's just more than, you put an empty circle and you just go to the right to show that it's more than 3. You sure you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Cool. And so Shay, tell me if you're
Thanks,
there.
sir.
No problem. Glad to help. Shay, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Shay. I added in plus 3x. Did that allow you to get actual answer?
Oh, yeah, a fraction.
Okay. Shayna, did you get an answer? Yeah, I'm hearing from Shayna.
Oh, on this one, sir. Like on the last part.
Okay. I'll give you all 1 more minute again, and then we're gonna correct this question. No, but Shay, I really like how you was able to spot that, because if the x cancels, if the x cancels off, then there would be nothing to solve for. How would you find an answer? Right?
Yeah.
That was very good on your part. All right. So Isaiah, let me see what you have here. Right? Isaiah, you make a little mistake, you know. You make a little mistake. Isaiah, you know what you mistake you make?
I'm not sure.
All right. If you divide or multiply by a negative number, what should happen to the inequality sign?
It should change.
Yeah, should change. So I think you should see a mistake now. All right, so I believe the time is up. So let's correct it. So Isaiah, let me see. Yeah, Isaiah, that seems to be correct. Sheena, Serena, guys, let me know what's going on. So Shay, did I genuinely give you all an easy question? Like, was it an easy question? Like,
It
how you find
wasn't
the question?
hard.
Wasn't hard, right? Wasn't evil.
No.
But it looked like you make some mistakes coming on to the end.
That's when I got confused with the counselor now.
X plus 3, right? You're going to end up with. But I have a question for you, right? If well, first things first. I see you have an equal sign in the last line. This is an inequality. Wouldn't have no equal sign. Another thing, if you move across that 4x, that 4x gonna turn to minus 5x. You know what I'm saying? If you move across that 4x, right, that the minus 4x plus the x gonna turn to minus 3x. I see you have a little thing over there. That's supposed to be
I don't
minus
think that would
3x
be minus. That would just be 4x.
because you're gonna have x
It's
minus 4x. X minus 4x is minus 3x. Wait, here, we will do the question together, right? You will see the process. So first things first, we asking ourselves, could we factorize the top? Can we factorize the top? Tell me, Shay, could we factorize the top?
yes.
Yeah? What would you multiply to get x squared?
X plus 5 in brackets multiplied by x plus 3
Right. And why did you say 5 and 3?
because those multiplied by each other will give you back the 15
And if you add them again,
and
that
8.
perfect. Right? On top, we clearly have a product of terms. It's only when you have a product of terms you could actually cancel off. Right? On the other side, we have x squared minus 4. Now, x squared minus 4 is the same thing as x squared minus what squared? 4 is the same thing as what squared,
2 squared, sorry.
right? I don't really have anything I could do with the 3x, so I'll write it back over there. Since the x plus 5 and the x plus 5 cancel off, what would I write in this line?
X plus 3.
Right. Vanessa, did you have this so far?
Let's
And be honest with me. Did something tie you up at some step? Tell me what happened.
Yeah, I reached the factorizing part, but I don't know what to do.
Okay, well, let me just run through that factorization part with you then.
No, like I reached that part where I already have there, but I don't know what else I have after that.
So you didn't know that I had to cancel this off?
Yeah,
Or you did that?
yeah, I did.
Okay. So yeah. So it was the other side that confused you?
Yeah,
So this confused you, the x squared minus 4.
yeah,
Okay. Do you remember what difference of two squares is?
yeah.
Again, you can be honest with me, right? So difference of two squares is a squared minus
B
b1,
squared.
right? Because it says difference of two squares. If you have something in this form, how would you factorize it?
A minus B by A minus B.
Nah, is
Oh,
a plus b by a minus b, right? So you notice that she would have told me to write 4 as 2 squared,
Yeah.
and she didn't tell me that for no reason. Now we have a difference of what? We have x squared and we have 2 squared. So this is our what of 2. This is our what now? What is it?
Difference.
A difference of 2 squares. And so I want you to look at check this out. Check this out, right? So if you're comparing this to this, what is A? What takes the place of the A?
X.
And what takes the place of the B?
2.
So how would I factorize that?
X minus 2. X plus 2 and by x minus 2.
Yes. How you feeling about that? Easy, hard,
It better.
better? Cool. So anytime you see a squared number minus a number that could be squared, difference of 2 squares. Because I think you see what I mean, eh? Like minus means difference and both of them squared.
Yeah.
So here what? Shay, I trust that you understand it. When I reach the part that you kind of messed up, I'll call you. Right? So Vanessa, I think you need to help me with this, right? So let's continue. On the right-hand side, I change the x squared minus 2 squared into x plus 2 by x minus 2. You understand that now? So I change this into this. Tell me if you're confused. Oh, yeah.
No.
You okay?
Yeah.
And what am I going to write in the denominator?
X plus 2.
Do I have a product of terms on the top?
Yeah.
Anytime I have a product of terms, what could I do?
And so
Cancel off. Yes. So the x plus 2 would cancel off with the x plus 2. And so tell me what I would write in the next line.
x plus 3 is less than or equal to x minus 2 plus 3x.
Jashon, you notice that this and this would have cancel off, so it leave us with x minus 2. X minus 2 is the only thing we have there, so I'll write that back. Right? Yeah. So continue, Vanessa. I think you have it in the bag here. What to do next? You've got this. Come on. Let him cook. Well, let her cook, right? You can do this. Yeah. You have this. You have this. Come on, man. She sing a song for Vanessa to motivate her. She's at the finish line. She could do it.
What?
Yeah, yeah. Vanessa, I think you need a little song, you know. Isaiah, you want to sing a song? Isaiah, I feel like you could sing, you know. I don't know. I have a feeling. Either you or Serena. I feel like Serena could sing. Come on, Vanessa. You got this. So Vanessa, let's run through back the principles, right? All the x terms on one side. Tell me, Vanessa, all the x terms had to be on one side,
left.
and all the numbers had to be on
Right.
right. This plus 3 is supposed to be here.
No.
What you doing there? Get that out of here. So you get it out, send it to the other side. Okay. Let's look at the right hand side now. What shouldn't be on your right hand side?
D3x.
Yeah, what you doing there? What you doing there? Think I didn't see her. And what shouldn't be on the right hand side again? See anything else that shouldn't be on your right hand side?
You right?
Yeah, to the right hand side. So you say to move across 3x, but there's something else you should move across. You're not seeing it?
No.
Look at it. Look at it.
This is not doing me justice.
Say that again.
My glass is not doing me justice.
Oh, you are part of the 4 Eyes Club. Big up
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah, I have my glasses as well. It's due for a change. But here what? Let me simplify, and then you will see what I was talking about, right? Let me simplify before we move on. But nah, I wouldn't tell you. You go see it eventually. So I'm gonna write back x plus 3. If you look at the here what? If you look at the right hand side, what are the like terms on your right hand side? What are the like terms over there?
X. Wait.
I'm waiting. So x and
3x.
so yeah, you're supposed to move across x as well.
Oh,
Shit, if it is sing a song, Vanessa would have seen it one time. Yeah. Serena and Isaiah, all they're real quiet, Let's be so quiet. And Jashon, like, let's be so quiet. Shayna, Shayna still in class? Yeah, Shayna, you could
Yes,
sing?
sir.
You could sing?
No, no, sir.
No, you can't sing? Hey. All right, so yeah. Vanessa, you seen it, right? X plus 3x is what?
4x.
Right. So did I confuse you any slightest?
No.
No? Okay. What next? So now that we simplify, obviously, you had to move across plus 3. And we had to move across from the right hand side.
X. Wait, no, 4x. 4x.
X. That glasses.
I'm
Right?
gonna clean it after. I'm gonna clean it after.
What should be in the last line or the second to last line?
X minus 4x is less than or equal to minus 3 minus 2.
Yeah, that's correct. But I'm gonna write the minus 3 after the minus. That's fine. Yeah, so you're still good, right? No confusion. We good?
No. Yeah.
Good. What is x minus 4x? If that is here, if that is confused here, just put the coefficients into the calculator. Watch. The coefficient of x is just 1x. So you're gonna put 1 minus 4. 1 minus 4 is minus 3. So minus 3x. Right? It's minus 3x. And what is minus 2 minus 3?
Minus 5.
Right. So this is the part where plenty people make a mistake. Even Isaiah. So Shayna, I'm not sure if you make a mistake here. Shay, right? Jashon, pay attention. Everybody basically pay attention. Serena, right? Sahara, you're not in class right now, but when you watch any video, pay attention. Shay, I am trying to find for 1x. So I will do what on both sides?
Divide both sides by -3.
We divide them by a
-3.
divided by negative. So what's supposed to happen when we divide by a negative? Let's see. Wait, read this one now.
When multiplying or dividing throughout by a negative number, the inequality sign changes.
Yeah, remember we looked at that over here, and I did make a mistake over here, and it was like, I know you were onto something. So here, what? In this question, we are dividing by -3. So what's supposed to happen to this sign?
It'll be more than or equal to instead of less than or equal to.
Correct. So the -3 and the -3 will have cancel off, and so you'd have been left with x is more than or equal to 5/3. Understand?
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. And the number line for this should be the number line. 0, 1. So 5 and a third is between what numbers?
1 and 2.
Yeah. That would be
2/3.
1 and 2 thirds, right? 1 and 2 thirds. So that would be like right here. And here what? Since is equal to, you have to make a solid circle, right? Right. So we good?
Yes, sir.
CX, you're not gonna bring a harder question than what I gave you all today. So if you could answer these questions that we did today, you're a boss. You're a certified demon slayer. I don't know if any others watch anime here. Do you all watch anime?
Yes. I
Yeah,
had
Sometimes.
sometimes. Are they excited for the new Demon Slayer movie?
yes.
Yeah,
I
I can't wait to see that. I can't wait
I
to see that.
have a Demon Slayer calendar behind my computer.
Serious? Um, I, even though I know how Demon Slayer gonna pan out, I wanna see the animations. Them animations look nice.
Did you cry for Rengoku?
Say that again?
Did you cry for Rengoku?
That was real sad, eh? When he died. That was really a sad death. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, and the excuse was he was too hard. He fighting would I be too hard to animate?
You sound like you gonna cry. Oh my God.
No, no, it's not that. I was just like, no, it's,
What was another sad death, boy? I don't want to spoil it for you. But like most people gonna die at the end of Demon Slayer. I think you should know, like prepare yourself for that. Like
yeah.
by the end of that, most people gonna be
I
bye
know how
bye.
I know
Yeah,
how it went too, but we're still gonna watch it.
yeah. You had an experience, he heartbreaks. And you
Mm-hmm.
always watch anime like Isaiah, she, Serena, Joshua, and you said sometimes.
Yes, sometimes.
What kind of animators watch?
So I watch Demon Slayer 7 Deadly Sins and like Bleach and all that thing. So
You watch One Piece?
yes, only a
What?
little bit.
I want to know when you get in time to watch One Piece. Well, here this, eh? I watch One Piece for some context. They have like over 1,000 episodes. I started watching that when I was in Form 4. When I was in Form 4, I started watching that. And I only finished. But I still watching it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Shay, you just watch any anime?
No,
No? You don't like them kind of thing?
not that I don't like it, I just don't watch it.
Oh, okay, okay. I see like you just watch My Little Pony.
How do you know?
But I
It's
for some
back.
reason My Little Pony does remind me of Care Bears. Oh, you know about that? Oh, you know
That's
Yes,
all I do.
Yes,
That's
yes,
yes.
I know about that.
oh, you know about Care Bears? What?
Yes, sir.
I
Okay,
s- I
but very
sh-
bad.
I shocked way. I see that's like a old people thing, boy.
It's too good to be an old people thing.
Say that again, Shay?
It's too good to be an old people thing.
I guess so, yeah. Um, but My Little Pony was the thing back in the day, you know? It's still going on, right? It's obviously still a thing. But who's your favorite character?
Rarity. Also, Serena said she watches anime.
Okay, okay. I feel like we need an out here. You know this new trend on TikTok? You need to nerd out. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Um, but K-Bears, but I had to watch some K-Bears. Oh, you know about Scooby-Doo and thing?
yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay, okay. So when I eventually like when I reach that time where I have students that don't know about Scooby-Doo, that's when I know I will. That's like I had to be ancient, you know? But I'll just
Like
shock.
I'm living on a rock. So.
Yeah, I feel so. Them is like Patrick Star. Them is like Patrick Star, right? But I only shock my boy. So all you know about okay, like all they grew up watching K-Bears or like all they just watch it these days.
I
Grow
grew
up.
up watching it. So.
Grew up.
Unfortunately.
All you know about Grumpy, like the Grumpy one.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Um, who are the lovely most from Cables? I like the grumpy one.
So the red ones, I can't even remember the names.
The red one.
I like the yellow one.
I like how we just remember the names. I mean the colors, the colors. It was it was Cheer Bear, Love a Lot Bear, Sunshine Bear, Good Luck Bear, Harmony Bear, Grumpy Bear, Bedtime Bear. Yeah, I'm about like Smurfs. So you know about Smurfs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Only watch the movie the other day.
No.
I watched the movie.
I How about the like live action movies? Only watch that?
I watched Stitch.
I think I did.
How was Stitch?
It was good, but they leave out like some of the best things in the animated one.
I hate when they do that.
Yeah. The I forget the girl name. Wait, Lilo. Wait, how I come to forget that? She didn't throw hands in the movie. She didn't throw hands.
I like how you say that she didn't throw hands.
No, but it's true. She didn't throw hands.
Isaiah and Shay, like always watch the Lilo and Stitch movie.
I
Yep.
feel like I just don't watch live actions.
Or but you can't lie though, the How to Train Your Dragon movie was elite. That was real good.
Yeah.
That was
Don't
a good
spoil
one.
it. I still need to watch it.
I just don't like how they make Astrid like her hair. She does not have black hair. I don't know what was that about.
Do you have black hair in the movie?
Yeah, it's supposed to be blonde, right? That's why I know.
Yes.
And I don't know why they do that. Right?
Did you watch the Jurassic World movie?
No, I didn't watch that. Should I watch it?
Yes.
Okay, I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
It wasn't as good as the others, but it knew for a change.
Like, I don't know if I know about yeah, I don't know about Fast and Furious, right? Like Fast
Yeah.
and Furious get real crazy coming on to the later movies. They
Yeah.
did do that in Jurassic Park. They get like crazy.
Uh,
Not
the movie was kind of boring. The
yeah, it
last Jurassic Park.
yeah, it was.
So like I had to watch the whole Jurassic Park series to understand it.
No,
No.
because all the whole cast changed. The
Hold
entire
on.
cast changed.
And Josh, and you watching new Jurassic Park movie?
No, sir. I was
No?
building up motivation to watch it, but now I don't watch it again.
Why?
After what I see.
I think some main character die or something. Something. When I saw and some
No.
dragon some dinosaur they die.
Um, in which movie?
Jurassic Park.
Which one?
I don't know. I just hear some dinosaur die and people didn't want to watch it again.
A whole lot died. Okay.
I think you're talking about the dinosaur that live on the island when they get born up.
Oh, the
Oh.
one, the Brachiosaurus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, is it like they could talk or like the dinosaurs friendly or something? Like, I don't know. I never watched Jurassic Park.
Some money dinosaurs friendly, and then it have the hybrids.
Hmm. I just want to bomb up the place.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
well, it's good that we we talk a little bit about anime and movies and things, we vibes a little bit, because I feel like some of the questions today kind of had your brain going, a little bit of fumes emanating from your skull. She, any had the questions today had you like kicking it here?
No, not really.
So what you're saying is I should bring even harder questions,
I didn't say that.
but you imply it. It really do get harder than this at this level. But those of you all who doing hard maths, it will get harder, right? You see how we dealing with linear equations here, where the highest power of x is one. Or they gotta with quadratic something. So yeah. And if honestly, if you could do this, you could do that. So don't worry. Right? Next class, what is do is so like I generate this thing, right? But it's mainly a guide. So each section I would teach that topic using the questions, and I would come up with questions along. So that's why we taking so long. Because it's not like I'm doing one question, I'm coming up with questions to make sure like we fully understand it. Right? So the difficulty of the questions, okay? Like what do you guys think? Like difficulty, okay, or like I should give harder questions? Vanessa, what do you think? Are these questions sufficient?
Just fine.
You don't want me to raise the stakes.
They're just fine.
Just fine, okay. So everybody okay, right? Yeah? All good?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, well, see you all in next class. I'll see you all tomorrow. So yeah, later everybody. Bye. Take care.
Yeah, but watch
Bye,
Naruto.
sir.
Yes, I watch Naruto.
Okay. You know about Genshin Impact or anything?
Yeah, I used to play Genshin Impact, but I stopped.
Yeah, same. It take up
Yeah.
too much space in my phone.
Not that, it's just taking up too much time. I could have do other things with my time. Yeah. But anyways, I had a good day. It was nice
Yeah.
chatting with you guys. Have a blessed evening, guys. Later.